Welcome to Space News Brief. You can find us on Twitter at Space News Brief or online at bluehelmco.com. On this day in 1968, NASA began the design, bidding, and source selection process leading to a single national space shuttle. Today is Friday, October 30th, and these are your top space news headlines. NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft has secured material it collected from the asteroid Bennu into a sample return capsule, a process the mission accelerated after images showed the material leaking into space. At an October 29th briefing, project officials said they had stowed a sample collection device called the Touch-and-Go Sample Acquisition Mechanism, TAGSAM, into a capsule on the spacecraft. A robotic arm moved the TAGSAM head into position within the capsule, which then sealed shut. Virgin Orbit plans to invest in Sky and Space Global, the financially troubled satellite constellation company, and partner with it on launch and satellite services. In exchange for the investment, the companies will cancel a previous launch agreement valued at 55 million Australian. SAS will sign a 3-year, quote, launch services and consulting agreement, unquote, with Virgin Orbit for 1 million per year. The two companies will also agree to promote each other's services. The terms of the investment are located in the article linked in the show notes. SNB is brought to you by Future Shredding, back here to remind you that we provide residential, yes, and commercial on-site shredding alike. We would be honored to help you get rid of the shredding that you have piling up in that corner. You see it, I see it. I know you have it there. They're in boxes just sitting there waiting and begging to be shredded. We follow all HIPAA and FACTA guidelines, and you can even watch it being done right in front of you. Listen, so don't wait any longer. Give us a call. We offer customized recurring shredding and one-time purge shredding. If you are in the Southern California area, give us a call at 562-426-0557 or head over to our website at futureshredding.com. Law and policy and other events in space. The U.S. Defense Department has named Justin Johnson as the individual performing the duties of the Assistant Secretary of Defense for Space Policy, a new position in a new office required under the National Defense Authorization Act passed by Congress in December 2019. The Assistant Secretary of Defense for Space Policy, or ASDSP, will be the senior official in charge of the Pentagon's space warfighting policy, serving beneath the Undersecretary of Defense for Policy. As part of that role, the ASDSP will also be responsible for coordinating space policy and strategy between agencies and international partners. Remember, our next launch is November 3rd. It is a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket launched out of the Cape. And don't forget the blue moon on Halloween. In the fun section, I have a link to a webinar entitled The Virtual Astronaut. Astronaut Leroy Chiao will discuss the value of the International Space Station in 2 online talks. I suppose they're really like webcasts, but anyway, that's going to happen October 30th, that's today, and November 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Right on. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween this weekend. Stay safe, stay vigilant, have fun, make sure everyone is either masked up or, just taking care of yourself. I guess that's all I gotta say. Nothing here. Anyway, yes, have a good weekend. Come back here on Monday. I will be here with some more space news, hopefully. I mean, that's the plan. Hopefully nothing, goes on. But anyway, yeah, right on. My name is Chad Scarborough. Drink your water. I'll talk to you guys on Monday. SNB is a space news aggregate that takes all the top space news headlines on the internet and presents them in a less than 10-minute podcast. In order to have complete transparency, every story talked about on this podcast is listed in the show notes. We do not take credit for writing any of these stories. Blue Helm.